What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon MLB DFS video. Apologies, I didn't have a video for Wednesday's slate. For whatever reason, my wife hung a shelf. Not that anyone cares. The screw came loose. It flipped down, straight down onto the internet line and snapped the internet line into the house. So luckily it's fixed and we're back. But yeah, so anytime we don't have a video, probably by like 10 a.m., maybe noon on any given day, check the community notes. Most likely I've posted something on there, but we're back up and running. And huge shout out to everybody who checked out our latest video. Over 400 views, over 60 likes. And I told you, if we get 50 likes on any video, someone will win a free MLB DFS pass. And guess what? Someone's going to. So everyone who commented on that video, your name is in here. And we are going to randomize it 3 times. And the person whose name shows up at the top on the 3rd time will be the winner. So good luck to everybody. Again, if this video gets 50 likes, be a subscriber. Hit that like button. If this video gets 50 likes, you could be in the next video to get the free MLB pass. So checking it out, we're going to randomize it 3 times. 1, 2, and congratulations, number 3, Chops. Chops, you have won another pass. Check it out, MLB DFS. So if you're watching this video, hit me up on Twitter at @advisors_team, or if you don't have Twitter, hit me up down below and we will check it out. I will let you know. So good luck to everyone. Next video, everyone can do it. So what we're going to do is there's a lot of ways to win. Anyone who signs up on the website, FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, and you get any of the passes through the month of May, you will be in a drawing for the free month pass. If this video gets 50 likes, same thing. If this video gets 50 likes and you leave a comment, we will choose randomly in the next video. And it's 50 likes before the slate locks. So that is the key. So check that out. And also another way to do it, be a subscriber, hit the like button, and tell us in the comment section who you think's going to hit a home run and what inning you think it is. So if you want to, probably just throw the distance in there for a tiebreaker if someone does do the same person. So I need the first name, the last name, the inning you think they'll hit a home run, and the distance. We had a few people in the other video that had the right people, wrong inning. So yeah, so let's just jump right into it. We've got a smaller slate for Thursday, which is normal. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through all of the pitching on the slate. And then we're going to go through some of the bats that we like on the slate as well. So if there's anything else you guys would like to see in the videos, let us know. I'm trying to accommodate everyone. I'm trying to put as much information in these as you can. If you want to see a little bit more on the website, we have cheat sheets, we have batter trends, we have our home run calls, which two of the 3 writers now have gotten it correct in multiple days. And then we have BVP, stolen base. We have a lot over there. $10 a month, not too bad. So, looking at the first game, Angels at the Orioles, you got Tyler Anderson versus Tyler Wells. Anderson, they haven't seen each other much. Anderson, 2 plate appearances, nothing right there. Tyler Wells, on the other hand, 17 plate appearances, .313 batting average. So there's not much, basically 1 start. I honestly don't mind an Orioles stack, probably Santander, Cedric Mullins. Really just depends on the lineups that come out with this one. For the Orioles, I don't mind at all. And then, honestly, I won't have pitching in this game, but I will look at some of the bats. So just looking at the Angels bats, Gio's 0 for 3. There's not much going on. Taylor Ward 1 for 2. Ohtani 1 for 2. Mike Trout's 2 for 2 with a home run. Always love me some Trout. So, honestly, I would build a stack, an Angel stack as well. So something like a Trout, Ohtani, me some Gio, Taylor Ward, just depending on what lineup comes out there. Flip side of that, like I said, love me Adley Rutschman, Mountcastle, Santander, Cedric Mullins. Really the 1 through 5 batters. Probably can't go really wrong here for both teams pretty much. Next game, the Rays at the Mets. We don't know who the Rays are going to pitch. It doesn't seem to matter. The Mets just aren't. The Mets are metting already. Usually they wait until like July, August, September. Nah, they started pretty early. We have to be announced currently versus Tyler Meagle. Meagle has never faced the Rays before. I'm still looking at a Rays stack most likely. So really depending on who's on there, Arozarena. Again, it's usually I want the top 1 to 5 batters, whichever the order is. So kind of just waiting to see what that is. I won't have any exposure to Meagle. I really won't have any exposure to the Mets unless the Tampa Bay pitcher just is someone terrible. So to be honest with you, I don't know if I'll have much exposure to this game outside of a Tampa Bay stack. Got the Nats at the Marlins next. You got Trevor Williams versus Yuri Perez. Williams, 46 plate appearances, a 302 batting average, 19.6 K percentage. So it's a couple times through the order. Hasn't fared well against Marlins. I don't mind a Marlins stack here. And then Yuri Perez making his second start. I like this. He's got a great matchup against Washington. Again, it's only his second major league start. He looks like Sandy Alcantara on the mound. He's got the same mannerisms. Alcantara took him under his wing. He's got like the same mechanics. He's throwing the ball hard. Absolutely love Yuri Perez here. I do like a Marlins stack. So what Marlins jump out? Probably Jorge Soler jumps out at you. Luis Arraez is always getting on base here. Garrett Cooper's 2 for 7 with a double. Yuli Gurriel 3 for 6 with a home run. If he starts, Jacob Stallings 2 for 4. Gene Segura 3 for 6. Brian De La Cruz 1 for 4. Luis Arraez 1 for 3 with a double. So honestly, I'm looking at a stack here. Probably looking at a Gene Segura, Arraez. Depending on who's in there, Jorge Soler, I don't mind. Joey Wendell, every time I see the Marlins have scored, Wendell is somehow involved within that box score of a hit, a home run, RBIs, stolen base. He's in there, in the mix. So I don't mind. Mix and match with the Marlins. You can make multiple different Marlins stacks with this one. I really like the Marlins in this one. It's a smaller slate, like I said. So you got to get a little bit creative. I don't know if it's a cash slate or more just GPP/tournament slate, because not a lot of names come out, but you'll see when we get through it. Then you got the Guardians at the White Sox. You got Logan Allen versus Dylan Cease. Love me some Logan Allen here. I picked him up in my season long. I'm looking more into him. Don't trust him in cash yet. I still need to see more from him. I don't mind a GPP because the White Sox offense has been very hit or miss. So they're either putting up a ton of runs, or they're hitting home runs, they're getting on base, or they're getting shut out, or they're just not doing much. So I'm on the fence here. I think Logan Allen might be GPP. I think Dylan Cease is a perfect cash option here. Has faced 80 Guardians plate appearances, only 17.5 K percentage. I wish that was a little bit higher. A 275 batting average there. If you are going against Cease and you want to take a stack against the Guardians, we can look at that. We can see that Ahmed Rosario is 4 for 15 with a double. Josh Naylor's 4 for 14, but he's been questionable the past couple of days. So check that out. I don't really trust him enough. Steven Kwan, 5 for 10 with a double. Kim Gallagher, 1 for 7 with a double. Andres Jimenez, 3 for 11 with a double and a triple, and he can get some stolen bases as well. So those are just some of the bats you could look at if you aren't going with Cease, but I do like Logan Allen for cash and Cease for GPP. Next game, the Blue Jays so desperately want to make this a rivalry, so bad. But yeah, looking at Nestor Cortez versus Jose Barrios. Cortez, 88 plate appearances, 22.7 K percentage, 275. I like him in GPP. Last year I would have loved him in both. He's gotten hit hard. Past couple of times. He's getting gassed out early, so that's the only problem because he is a lefty facing Toronto. I don't trust him enough for cash. I will take him for GPP. Jose Barrios, though, I don't know which one we're going to get. Are we going to get the stud pitcher that, he was on Minnesota, he was a stud, he was striking people out, or are we going to get the Barrios that's been hit hard a lot more than he's been successful for the Blue Jays? He has come around lately. I do see that. 163 plate appearances, 289 batting average. The way the Yankees bats are hitting, though, it's really hard to want to pitch against him in cash. I will have both of these exposures to GPP, but I would not be surprised if the Yankees put up a ton of runs. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a high-scoring game as well, where you could stack both sides. If you aren't taking either of these pitchers and you are looking at bats, Matt Chapman's 3 for 11 with a double and 2 home runs. Vlad's 2 for 12, probably out. I don't know if he's going to be out or not. Had tweaked his knee, so we'll kind of see. Whit Merrifield, 5 for 14 with 3 doubles and a home run. Bo Bichette, 5 for 10 with a double and a home run. Kevin Kiermaier, 3 for 6 with a triple. Springer, 2 for 7 with a double and a home run. Biggio 1 for 4. I wouldn't really use Biggio. But if I'm looking at bats here, I'm looking at Chapman. I'm looking at Merrifield, Bo Bichette, Springer, a lot of the righties. And maybe Kiermaier for GPP. I don't know about cash. And then if you look at the Yankees bats that have had success against Barrios, a lot of these could have come from the playoffs when, they weren't when he was with the Twins and stuff. But, I mean, if you look, you got Judge 8 for 21 with a double and 2 home runs. Rizzo 9 for 22 with a double and 2 home runs. Glaber 5 for 20 with a double and 2 and a home run. Problem is Glaber loves to try and stretch out singles into doubles. You're not fast, bud. But if you can get on base, that's still getting those points. DJ 8 for 19 with 3 doubles. I absolutely love a Yankee stack. Depending on who's in there, Oswaldo's 4 for 6 with a double. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at Judge, Rizzo, Glaber, DJ, Oswaldo, probably Volpe. I'll probably have exposure to Yankee stacks, just multiple Yankee stacks since Barrios. He still has stuff, though, that can strike them out. This is true. We don't know which one's going to show up, though, so that's something to pay attention to. I can see Barrios giving up 6-7 runs in 3-4 innings. You can also see him striking out 10. So you never know which one you're going to get. That's why I just don't trust him enough, either of these pitchers, for cash. I'm looking at GPPs for sure. Because the Yankees can strike out. They also can put up a ton of runs, too. We've seen that in this series so far. Dodgers at the Cardinals is the final game on the slate. You got Julio Urias versus Adam Wainwright. Urias, 26 plate appearances, a 348 batting average. The way the Cardinals are hitting lately is crazy. I know they lost the other day, but Arenado has been on fire. I would absolutely look at Arenado. Wouldn't be surprised if he hits a home run. Wainwright, on the other hand, 162 plate appearances, a 313 batting average, and 13.6 K percentage. I really don't like either of these pitchers. This day, other than a couple of pitchers, I don't think I'll be playing cash. I'll be playing GPP/tournaments. Just because there are no studs that jump out at me. Like, I would have looked, before I looked at the numbers, I would have looked Urias. Now, it's 26 plate appearances, so this could be, 2 or 3 players, and that's it. So we'll look at that, and we'll kind of see. It's 3 players. So Arenado, 6 for 13 with 3 doubles and a triple, no home runs. Wilson Contreras, 2 for 10. That's it. So a lot of the number comes from Arenado. So now that we did, so this is why I tell you, watch these videos. Even I am surprised sometimes. I don't look at this stuff before I'm with you guys. So you guys are seeing it as I'm seeing it. The numbers didn't look good, 333. It's basically one guy batting 462 and the rest are not. So I don't mind Urias in this one. I would like a little bit better if it was in LA, but we are not. We are in St. Louis. So probably, I don't mind him in cash or GPP, to be completely honest with you, digging into those numbers. This is what I'm talking about, though. Someone's going to see those numbers and be like, I'm automatically stacking the Cardinals. And that was my first thought. You got to dig into the numbers a little bit more. If you dig into the numbers, you will find stuff like this, which is exactly what we're looking for. On the flip side of that, with Wainwright, I don't trust him. I don't trust him, especially against this lineup. We can dig into the numbers. He's seen more, 162 plate appearances. So he's seen more of these guys. So if you dig into that a little bit and you check it out, like Jason Hayward, obviously saw him a ton when he was with the Cubs. 16 for 45, 3 doubles, 2 triples, and a home run. Batting 356. Now, will he play? Will he start? Is he the same player he was when he was in his heyday with the Cubs? I didn't mean to say heyday with Hayward, but I did. With the Cubs, I don't know. We'll see if he started. I'm always up for Freddie Freeman against a righty. 9 for 30, 4 doubles. Love that. Max Muncy's 2 for 9 with a home run. I don't mind that. Will Smith, 2 for 9. Rojas, 4 for 11. Betts, 4 for 13. I mean, these numbers are all up there. I don't think I'll have exposure to Wainwright at all. I think I will have exposure to the Dodgers bats, and I will have exposure to Urias as well. So there you go. 6 games on this slate. Not a ton to go over. This is more of a GPP-only slate for me, or a tournament. When I'm building my lineups, that's probably what I'm going to be focusing on. So a lot of these pitchers are in play, but then you see like 12:35 Eastern, then you see 1:10 Eastern, 1:10, 2:10, 7:07, 7:45. So most likely it's going to be a weird slate where one of these games might be left off and the rest are on, or you're playing an all-day slate. So this is a weird one where it's going to be, if you're not too comfortable, maybe take the day off on this, maybe sports bet a little bit instead of DFS. But we are here. We are trying to bring you as much information as we possibly can. So if you go check out FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, you can check out everything we have to offer there, which let me bring up real quick. So we can bring this up here. And what we're doing is we're bringing up what we have on the website. So you can check out Fantasy Team Advisors. You can sign up FTA Plus right here, this tab. You can check it out. $10 a month, get you DFS access, and you can check all of that out. What does that give you? MLB gives you BVP matchups. So this is the day of. So these are all going to be links for Wednesday slate, but these are all links to BVP for every player that is in a possibility. So any player that's on Fanduel and DraftKings that's in the player pool for that day will be on here. Check that out. We have it by all of them. Then you can go each position and check that out. We have stolen base targets, which you can find. It's really good to see about either sports betting or if you're looking for other things such as just you can see the stats through here. Then you can see who the opposing pitcher, how many they've given up, and then historical matchup between them. Then we can check out our cheat sheet, which is part of the premium content. $10 a month is what gets you. So this is all yesterday's information. Cash options, GPP options, stacks, and the players we like in the stacks. We've got our core lineups for FanDuel Cash and GPP, DraftKings Cash and GPP as well. Then we have our boomstick shots, our home run picks, who we think is going to hit a home run. So we'll pick them out, put them on there. That's a good, if you play that on here, that's good. This is an example. That was a suggestion from one of you guys to put on the website, and that's exactly what we did. Then you have betting odds, so you can check out all of the betting odds for the day's slate. Updated. So you got all the information, the pitchers, the opposing pitchers, what ballpark it is, which then you can couple that with the ballpark ratings, which you'll see. You have the opening lines, the current lines, and then the implied run totals, which you can see the Rockies and the Rockies and the Diamondbacks. Or no, you can see the Rockies had were the team at home that was suggested to score 5.91, and then the Reds on the flip side 5.13, and at last I looked, they put up a ton of runs early. Check this out. Implied run totals helps you if you're doing the over-unders or betting, or if Vegas thinks these teams are going to score a ton, that helps you out with the teams to narrow down for fantasy-wise. So, like if you want to see, the Nationals putting up 3.39, then you want to take a pitcher against them because Vegas, who were rarely wrong, says they're going to score the least amount of runs, so then you want to target against them if there's a pitcher that has a good matchup. Sometimes there's not. That's just something you have to look at. And then you have the ballpark stat rating. So this is kind of what I'm talking about. You can couple with the Vegas odds here. You can see Fenway giving up there's a total of 284 runs in that ballpark in 25 games. They're ranked number one. That means you can check out if there's a team that, there's a ton of runs in this game or in this stadium. Look at the pitchers and then target against that. And it'll go through whatever stadiums are there for the day. Check, and you can come through here and you can filter anything you want and check that out. So you have that. Then you have the optimal stacks, meaning the slate. So today is a 6-game slate. So if you're playing on DraftKings, a 6-game slate, the most of the time, historically in the last 4 to 5 years, 46% of the time taken down a GPP was a stack of 5-2 in a 6-game slate on here. If you're playing the all-day slate, same thing here. With FanDuel, the most amount of time, it was just an other combo. So it could be like a 2-2-2 to your pitcher. So a lot of, and this is historic, so it doesn't mean it's going to happen every night, but over the last 5 years, that historically, that's what it's been. Then you have our batter trends, FanDuel and DraftKings batter trends. So every player that's on there has part of these trends, this is the last 50 plate appearances. Then we have by the last 100 and last 150. So how they've done, so Fernando Tatis, his last 50 plate appearances against a right-handed pitcher, in this instance Carlos Hernandez, 220 was his K percentage. His home run percentage was 0.04. You've got a WOBA of 333 and an ISO power of 188. Now, this might not be the best example because he was playing hurt, he got suspended. But you can see all the players that are on the slate. You can scroll all the way down and see all of those, their last 50, 100, and 150, along with their salaries on Fanduel and DraftKings that hopefully help you out. So that's the video. That's all the information we have for you. If you want to see more, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We are still doing the contest. If we can get to 50 likes on this video, leave a comment. You'll be put in the random.org just like you saw, and you could be a winner as well to get MLB DFS. Also, anyone who likes the video and subscribes, we're trying to get to 10,000 YouTube subscribers before the All-Star break. That's roughly right around two months away. If we can get that, any subscriber on the list, the name will be put into random.org, and one of you will be chosen to win a lifetime pass. Same thing with Twitter, @advisors_team, trying to get to 10,000 before the All-Star break. We will do that as well. So good luck on this slate, everybody. Let's bring up some bacon. Peace.